Good, happy Sunday morning, April 19, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. Rise and shine, everyone. Let's get this Sunday morning off to a good start. We have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So grab your cup of coffee and sit back, relax, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire. It's Sunday, April 19, 2020. Let's begin with the news first. We're going to begin with the local news first. One additional death linked to COVID-19 reported in New Hampshire Saturday. Deaths now total 38. Officials with the Department of Health and Human Services announced 56 new positive tests. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
These are truly challenging times, but New Hampshire companies are here and open for business.
One thing the coronavirus is teaching us all is how much we value having a safe place to stay and be with our loved ones. If your safe haven is ready for a new roof, call.
New Hampshire is seeing 56 new cases of the coronavirus, plus one additional COVID-19 death. That brings the total now to 1,342 cases of COVID-19 here in the Granite State. 38 people have died, 513 have now recovered.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. And here's a look at that COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. There are 1,342 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 732,197 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 38 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 192 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 38,664 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows where cases of COVID-19 are in New Hampshire, in the towns and cities. In Manchester, 241 cases. In this chart here, new cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases in the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. Your common symptoms: fever, cough, and difficult breathing, how it spreads, and prevention tips. And now let's take a look at the COVID-19 coronavirus information around the rest of the United States and the world. Coronavirus live updates. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut governors announced reopening of marinas and boat yards. Strict social distancing and sanitization protocols will be put in place. More than 2.3 million people have been diagnosed with the novel coronavirus worldwide as the spread of the virus continues. The global coronavirus death toll stands at more than 160,000, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The actual numbers, however, are believed to be much higher. Many cities and states have begun continuing probable death caused by COVID-19, including New York City, the epicenter of the disease in the United States. The U.S. has more cases and deaths than any other country in the world, with at least 734,000 and 38,903, respectively. Today's biggest development, U.S. cases surpass 700,000. New Jersey reports 1,530 deaths at long-term care facilities, and total deaths in Massachusetts exceed 1,500. And that is your national news. Also in national news, Texas police officer shot and killed. 2 others injured after a domestic dispute. 2 other officers have been taken to hospital for surgery. 1 police officer is dead and 2 others are injured after a shooting Saturday in San Marcos, Texas. 2 injured officers in critical condition, according to the Combined Law Enforcement Associations of Texas, the state's largest police union. The San Marcos Police Department said they were taken to Centone Medical Center in Kyle, Texas for surgery. That is a look at your national news. Now let's go into weather. Your weather right now is sunny, 32 degrees. Your weather for today, sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds. High 61, winds west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life segment. In your New Hampshire Life segment, Manchester School District volunteers hand out food to families in need. Let's take a listen to that video from WNUR News 9.
Chapel Tractor has been in our family since 1955, when great-grandfather Pearlie and grandfather George decided to sell tractors out of their barn, with a work ethic geared towards customer satisfaction and loyalty. A lot has changed since then, but we still have a commitment to treating our customers like family, with locations in Milford.
There you go. The community coming together on yet another Saturday, making sure families in Manchester are fed during this extremely difficult time.
I can tell you from one father who talked to me, his story was that he never thought he'd be in a position where he couldn't provide food for his kids. He was laid off, and it was hard for him to come.
An unprecedented number of families need help to provide food to their children right now. For weeks, Manchester School District volunteers, city leaders, Southern New Hampshire University, and more have come out, even on a snowy morning like this one, to make sure everyone gets what they need.
We're seeing people come out and take care of their neighbors, take care of their families, take care of people in their local community to make sure everybody has meals at this time.
This group made stops in multiple locations Saturday, making sure that although school buildings aren't open, meals are still provided. Not only helping each other out, but a connection with familiar faces they've missed.
It's good to get out. It's good to get out here in a snowstorm and to put together some good time and say hi to people we haven't seen for a while.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into Binge This. And since you are on quarantine and there is a stay-at-home order in New Hampshire and around the United States, you can start binging TV shows or reading books. Sorry about that. Or even listening to music. So let's take a look at Binge This segment. Here we go.
Now for one of my favorite moments of the morning. Whit has more of Binge This. Good morning to you, Whit.
That's right. Nothing wakes you up like the air horn on a Saturday morning. Thanks so much, guys. Time for Binge This. As we all stay home, we need entertainment more than ever right now, right? And lucky for us, our friend Jeremy Parsons, the host of People TV's People Now, is here to tell us what to binge this weekend. Jeremy, from my home to yours, good morning.
Good morning. It's good to see you. Let's start with this one. It's called Bosch. It's on Amazon Prime. If you are late to this series, don't worry. I was too, and this is the time for you to get in on it. It's a crime drama, amazing writing. If you're not familiar with it, imagine all our favorite things about Law & Order, but a much larger scale and more vivid storytelling because it's streaming and they can get away with it. In this season, LA faces a catastrophic event. There's a murder mystery. We don't know what's going to happen. Titus Welliver from Lost and Deadwood, he stars here. And I also talked to his co-star, Jamie Hector, earlier this week. Jamie is from The Wire. He is so pumped about this season. It made me more and more excited the more we talked about it. So you can check out Bosch Season 6 on Amazon Prime.
All right. Also, speaking of television things to watch there's a special on tonight that might make some people a little teary-eyed. Give us the inside scoop on that.
This is a really feel-good moment. Crikey, it's the Irwins' Bindy's wedding. That's the name of it. We are all about the Irwins at People. We've done lots of exclusive coverage of this wedding. Bindi and Chandler Powell tied the knot on March 25th after they had to kind of scale back their original plans for their wedding due to the coronavirus. It's a story we've heard a lot of people having to delay things. They decided to move forward with this intimate ceremony. Only 3 people there. Her mother, Terry, her brother, Robert, who walked her down the aisle, and one of her late father, Steve Irwin's best friends was there. They honored Steve Irwin. They lit a candle for him and did some other things. Bindi told us at People how much she wanted to honor him throughout this whole thing. And if you're not there for the love because you've got a cold heart, maybe you're there for the animals. We're going to have macaws, we're going to have koalas and snakes all making appearances because it's the Irwins and it's at the Australia Zoo. So that's what they do. It's tonight at 8 on Animal Planet.
Got to do it. Can never have enough of the koalas, that's for sure. Finally, a new single just came out. What should we listen to this weekend?
Yeah, Sam Smith and Demi Lovato. It's a single called I'm Ready. The lyric goes, I'm ready for someone to love me. This has become the new ballad for all my single friends who are solo in isolation right now. I am ready. Get me out of here. It's a really cool music video as well. Fans will recognize some stars from RuPaul's Drag Race. This single is slated to be on Sam Smith's album that has been postponed, so keep an eye out for that later. Demi Lovato, though, great to see her as she continues this comeback after that near-fatal overdose back in 2018. We're rooting for her, and we're so happy that she's here and she's continuing that comeback. By the way, she's going to be in a new movie with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams on Netflix coming up later this year. So be on the lookout for all of that.
Great, a couple of powerhouse voices right there. And I think we're all ready for this to come to an end, hopefully soon. But Jeremy, thank you so much. As always, we appreciate it. Of course, you can catch Jeremy hosting People Now, streaming weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. And you can pick up this week's issue of People on newsstands nationwide right now.
Well, hey there. Okay, and there you go. And that is your binge this segment. And we're going to switch gears and let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, why Prince Harry is feeling homesick in LA. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
We believe that they're in Malibu, and there is talk that they're renting an ocean-facing villa.
But even that California sunshine isn't enough to keep Harry from feeling homesick. A source tells ET that Harry is feeling very far from home at the moment. The 35-year-old royal relocated to LA with wife Meghan Markle and their 11-month-old son Archie amid the coronavirus pandemic. And the source adds that it hasn't helped that they're on lockdown in a place he doesn't know. According to the source, Harry is feeling cut off, and the time difference makes it difficult for him to speak with his family in the UK.
I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
Harry and Meghan officially said goodbye to royal life on March 31st.
This has come as a shock to the whole family.
But although tensions were high amongst the royals at times during the Sussex's transition, our source says that Harry has been in regular touch with his brother Prince William and sister-in-law Kate Middleton, his father Prince Charles, and his grandmother Queen Elizabeth. Earlier this week, Harry's good friend, Dr. Jane Goodall, claimed in an interview with the Radio Times that the 35-year-old has been having a tough time, telling the outlet, quote, "I don't know how his career is going to map out, but yes, I've been in touch, though I think he's finding life a little bit challenging just now. It doesn't help that his father, the Prince of Wales, tested positive for COVID-19 last month, though thankfully he's now in good health.
I find myself on the other side of illness, but still in no less a state of social distance and general isolation."
Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are doing their part to give back during the pandemic. ET can confirm that the Sussexes donated more than $112,000 to the UK charity Feeding Britain, which works to eliminate hunger in the country. Meghan and Harry used money generated from their royal wedding broadcast. According to a statement from their spokesperson to ET, the Duke and Duchess are delighted to be able to ensure this money is donated to such a great cause.
Hi!
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What's more, ET has also learned that over Easter weekend, Harry video chatted with families caring for seriously ill children at home with the help of WellChild. Harry learned about the challenges and fears these families are faced with during the pandemic and offered this message of hope.
Full respect to every single one of you, because this is hard on everyone, but it is especially hard on you. Keep going, keep the morale up, keep yourselves busy, keep being creative, keep doing new things, dare yourselves to do new hobbies, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today and see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And here's a look at the celebrity birthdays for all of you today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And that is it for this Sunday edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Thank you for watching this Sunday edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all have a great Sunday, everyone, and I'll see you back here next time for another edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Goodbye.